ever pondered a world without weapons, a world devoid of instruments of destruction, what would that look like? Let's take a moment to consider this intriguing scenario. Weapons, in their multitude of forms, have been inseparable from our history. From the rudimentary clubs of our prehistoric ancestors to the devastating nuclear arsenals of the modern age, these tools of conflict have been at the forefront of humanity's narrative. They've been used to protect, to conquer, to intimidate, and to retaliate. They've been the catalyst for transformations, dictating the rise and fall of empires, shaping borders, and even influencing cultures. A world without weapons, then, would mean a world fundamentally different in its trajectory. Without the sword, would the Roman Empire have risen? Without the rifle, would the American frontier have expanded? Without the atom bomb, would the Cold War have been ignited? Perhaps it's difficult to imagine, but let's delve into this fascinating thought experiment. Weapons have been instrumental in the course of history, shaping narratives and determining victors. They've been the catalyst for change, the enforcer of ideologies, and the divider of nations. Consider the World Wars, an era of unparalleled destruction and loss. The development and use of weapons, from tanks to fighter planes, from machine guns to atomic bombs, dictated the course of these wars. The presence of such devastating weaponry not only determined the outcome of individual battles, but also shaped the geopolitical landscape for decades to follow. Then, let's turn our gaze to the American Civil War. This was a conflict fueled by deep-seated ideological differences, but it was the weaponry at each side's disposal that turned these differences into a bloody, protracted conflict. The rifled musket, the cannon, the ironclad warship, these were the tools that brought the ideologies to life, that made them something worth fighting for and dying for. And what about the French Revolution? This was a period of intense social and political upheaval, and weapons played a crucial role. The guillotine, a weapon as much symbolic as it was deadly, became the embodiment of the revolution's ruthlessness and its demand for equality. It was the great equalizer, the weapon that could bring even the mightiest to their knees. Across these events and countless others, weapons have been the common denominator. They have given voice to the voiceless, power to the powerless, and they have also brought pain, destruction, and death. These events, while significant, were devastating and costly. Could they have been prevented in a world without weapons? One can only speculate. Without weapons, the dynamics of power could have been vastly different. Without the means to impose dominance through force, societies might have developed around cooperation and consensus building. Instead of battles being decided by the mightiest armies, disputes could have been resolved through dialogue, negotiation, and compromise. Hierarchy might have been based not on physical strength or martial prowess, but on wisdom, diplomacy, and the ability to inspire. Power could have been less about control and more about leadership, about guiding societies towards common goals and shared prosperity. However, it's also possible that humans, being the resourceful creatures that we are, would have found other ways to exert power and control. We might have seen more psychological warfare, more manipulation, more subterfuge. Violence might not have disappeared entirely, but taken on a different, less overt form. The absence of weapons might have fundamentally altered the trajectory of human history and civilization. In this thought experiment, we've traversed through a world without weapons, a world potentially marked by less violence and destruction. We've imagined the major historical events that could have been prevented, such as the devastating world wars, the nuclear arms race, and countless civil conflicts. Instead of defining our history through battles and conquests, our story could have been one of dialogue, compromise, and mutual understanding. We've explored how societal structures and power dynamics could have taken a different shape, perhaps placing a greater emphasis on intellectual prowess over physical force. Without the threat of armed conflict, nations may have had the opportunity to focus more on social development, education, and scientific advancement. The resources usually dedicated to arms production and military might could have been redirected towards solving shared global challenges like poverty, disease, and climate change. While we can only speculate, it's a reminder of the profound impact weapons have on our world and the potential for a different kind of future. If you found this exploration of a weaponless world intriguing and wish to dive deeper into such thought-provoking topics, remember to hit that subscribe button. Join us as we unravel the mysteries of history, ponder on alternate realities, and challenge the status quo. Subscribing ensures you don't miss out on our future videos, where we continue to ask what if, just like today. Together, let's keep our minds open to the vast possibilities and learn something new every day. So don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more content that makes you think. As we conclude our journey through this thought-provoking exploration of a weaponless world, we'd like to extend an invitation for you to join us on many more. If you've enjoyed this video and our dive into the realm of what-ifs, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you become part of our intellectual journey, where we challenge preconceived notions, ponder on alternate realities, and unravel the mysteries of history. We promise to continue delivering content that not only stirs curiosity, but also fosters learning. So why wait? Hit that subscribe button and join us in exploring more fascinating topics. Stay tuned and keep your intellectual curiosity alive with us. See you in the next video.